This is the bridge. Bridge to medical, come in. Bridge to medical, come in. Bridge to medical, come in. This is bridge to medical. Bridge to medical. Bridge to surgical. Surgical, come in. Oh, fuck. Bridge to cryo. Bridge to cryo. Are you there?
Warning. Engine core unstable.
Pod doors closing.
Security on. Evacuation sequence
active. Security exceeded.
Bridge to cryo, bridge to surgical, bridge to medical, come in. If anyone is out there, communications are back online. This is the bridge.
Bridge. Can you hear me, bridge?
Medical. Is that you?
Yeah, this is medical.
Okay.
There's
hold on, comms are coming back online now. Let me just see what I can do.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do on my end?
Yeah. There should be a junction box.
Okay.
On the wall, there's going to be a blue line. See if you can disconnect the blue line, and I'll manually reset it from here. Let me know when that's done.
Connect. Right next to the power circuits.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Is
there? That's it. I can see you.
You can see me.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Bridge. What the hell is going on?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get cryo and surgical. I have four, including you and I, systems running. Their cameras seem to be operational, but they're still offline. They might need to do a similar thing. Cryo, do you read me? Surgical, do you read me? This is the bridge. Bridge to surgical, bridge to cryo. Doesn't seem to be any response.
Bridge,
Is this cryo? Cryo?
Just have cameras working.
Hold on, let me manually reset it from here. I think I have a workaround. I used it on medical. Okay, try now. Try it now. Is it working? Fuck. I can't seem to get cryo's camera working.
Yeah. I've got some problems of my own over here.
Okay, let me see. Is there a way that you can... Oh, shit. Cryo, is that you? Oh, God.
This is surgical 2. Bridge, are you there?
Yeah, this is Bridge. I have medical and cryo online. Let me see if I can get your camera working, surgical.
We have a level 2 quarantine that came up on my screen. Is that a reading that's accurate?
That is accurate. There's been some things going on. Look, let me get your camera up and running. There should be a junction box next to you on the wall, surgical. If you can get to it, open it up and pull the blue line. I can manually reset it from here.
The oscillator seems to be out of place. Should I reset that as well?
No, leave that for now. I just want to get your camera up online. Okay, yeah, you're coming in.
Bridge,
yeah.
cryo, Bridge, can you hear me?
Yes, cryo, yeah, we can hear you, but your visuals are off.
Okay, just give me a
Bridge,
second.
I'm getting confirmation. I can see you. Can you see me clearly?
Yeah, we can see you. Surgical, stand by for a moment. I have cryo on the other line. I'm trying to get him up. It seems that his comms are down. Cryo, this is Bridge. Do you come in?
Yep, I think I got it working. Give me a second here.
Okay.
Maybe too much longer, Bridge.
It's all right. Look,
I put on my stasis suit in order to protect myself from that quarantine too. Is this a necessity bridge, or am I free to take this off? It's stifling.
let me check the systems. In that section, I see that you had an airlock breach, but it seems to be all right now. Medical, I can't quite read it from my terminal here. Do you have access to the surgical terminal from your location?
Let me look.
This is surgical team 2. We are in the lower morgue, actually.
In the lower morgue. What are you doing down there, surgical?
Wait, you might be closer to me then, actually. I didn't realize that. Hold on one second. Let me just update this. Okay. Yeah, I can check. You're fine.
Oh,
it looks like
yeah, that just went off. I think I'm good.
Perfect. Jesus Christ. Cryo seems to be having camera difficulties. Look, guys, I know a few of you. My name is Bridge Officer Edmund Pike. I don't think we met in person besides medical.
Edmund.
Oh wait, surgical.
Yeah, it's surgical. It's First Officer Maurice here. Maurice Richard.
It's been a while. It's good to see you.
Is that you?
Yeah, Edmund.
Edmund. It has been a while.
It has been. Let me just get a quick reading on everybody. I want to make sure everybody's good. Medical, what is your status and where are you located? I can't seem to be picking up your ping on the camera.
I'm in the recovery room.
You're in the recovery room. How did you get there?
To be honest, I don't remember. All I know is that I was strapped in when whatever it was hit us. And I'm okay, but I can't say the same about my colleagues.
How many are...
I'm going to go for a bit, but I'll be back to report and declare some life and death.
Oh, yeah, if you can manage anybody there, if you can get a hold of anybody.
No promises, Edmund.
No, of course. Sorry, surgical, your status of your location. You said you were in where?
We were in the lower morgue. We were down here for regular rounds, and I heard some sort of explosion. Are we in danger, Bridge? Can you confirm that I am not needing to put my medical suit back on? Because I can put it back on.
No, your location...
Should I check the doors? Maybe I should try to get out.
No, calm down. Listen, calm down. It's going to be all right. I need to check a few subsystems to make sure that everything is functioning fine, but there's no reason for me to think that the morgue is any danger at this point. Are there any casualties around you?
None aside from the ones that ought to be here. There's a few minor injuries, but I seem to be separated. When the level 2 quarantine went down, it put me in a more of a stasis chamber here, so I'm away from the others.
You know what? At this point, that might be actually safer. Sit tight for a moment. If you can do me a favor, I'm making a log report to make sure that if any passing vessels do pick us up, I have comprehensive information on all of us should something happen to me. But before I kind of go into details, I want to make sure all of you guys are correct. Can you do me a favor and just check your area and make sure that there's nothing, there's no other issues going on around you?
I will do a overhaul. Just give me a second. I'm going to put my stasis suit back on while I do that, just to be safe.
That might be a good call. Cryo, I'm receiving your audio and video right now. Is everything all right where you are?
More or less. Doesn't seem to be anything I can't handle right at the moment. I do seem to be a little bit stuck in the stasis chamber. Got a few little minor fires. I'll take care of them.
Fires. If you're stuck in the chamber, I can see if I can access the chamber door to let you out. Cryo, we're going to need you at your terminal and safe. And I'm also going to need a status update of your location. Are there any casualties around you?
Oh, I might have to go into the actual cryo chambers. I was here alone, but the actual cryo chambers, cryo tubes, I'll have to check on those as soon as I can get.
As soon as you can, Cryo, give me a situation report. Where are you? Are you in the cryogenics lab?
Yes, Bridge, I am. Yes, sir.
And sorry, I didn't get your name.
Oh, yes. Ensign Walt Rigger, sir.
You're an ensign. How long have you been aboard the ship?
About 5 years, sir.
Well, I'm sorry you had to start out your tour on this ship in that sense. It's not a fun
All right,
work. Cry, you seem to be cutting out. I can't quite hear you. See if you can clear some of the ice off your camera. It seems like you might have a coolant leak causing a bit of lower temperatures in your area. Yeah. Cryo, see if you can patch that leak. There should be a leak on your wall. I'm reading here. Yeah, one of your cryo tubes is leaking, causing ice to form on your... He's out. Medical, have you done a status report?
I have. It's not pretty.
What?
This is declaration of the deceased. Robert Adair, Theo Adam, Martin Allen,
Jesus.
Fred Caligari,
Jesus Christ.
Roger Corman.
How many people were in your department originally?
8. There's 4 in here. I can see out into the hallway from the porthole, but it's hard to make anything out, but I think I can see some bodies strewn about. If they weren't strapped in, then nothing would have been protecting them when they got hit.
Fair enough. Look, I don't want to. I want to beat around the bush. Something's gone wrong. There is reason for me to suspect that there's a saboteur on board that's blown up a significant amount of the ship. Right now, we are adrift. As far as I can tell, there's only 4 terminals with functioning light signs, and that is the 4 of us. Again, I'm Bridge Officer Edmund Pike.
Right.
Cryo is Ensign Walt Rigger. Medical, you might as well tell them who you are as well.
I'm Lawrence Stone. Walt, you're pretty new. How are you doing?
Cryo, medical is paging you. In fact, surgical, medical, cryo, I'm going to tap you all in. I think if we can have open comms for a second, I want to hear each of your statuses, and I think it'd be better if we all get on the same page in regards to this tragedy.
Thank God the communications are still working.
I had to play around with them a lot.
This is First Officer Maurice Richard again here. Am I to understand that we have some ensigns working with you, medical officer?
The ensign is located in the cryo chamber. I'm pulling up his file right now. Sorry, Walt.
So we have on a mission like this. Sorry, not to be just curious. We have an ensign working here. I mean, I've been in the force for nearly going on 12 years, and I know you have been, and this is a pretty significant mission, and we have an ensign working none of my business. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Richard, we have. We can't really pick and choose who's working with us.
No, but I experience kind of goes a long way, don't you think?
Experience does, but being alive goes farther.
Yeah, we might
We need to work together to get out of this shit.
What's your name again, sir?
Lawrence.
Lawrence, nice to meet you, Lawrence. Lawrence, how long you been on the force?
It's been 12 years now.
12 years, and I'm sure you had to work really hard to get into this position. When you were an ensign, were you ever put on such a significant task as being out here this deep into space?
As a matter of fact, I was.
Really?
I was in charge of keeping many people alive. Not in charge, but it ended up that way. So I've seen some shit. And ensigns are perfectly capable people.
I don't know about you guys, but I hear this strange hissing noise coming from my aft hull. I'm just gonna go check it out. I want to speak to this ensign when he comes back. Please patch him through to me, Bridge, when you have a moment.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Bridge to cryo. Cryo.
Yep. Cryo here, Bridge. I think I've got everything as far as communications running.
Yeah, your camera looks a lot clearer now. Did you patch that leak?
Yes, Yes, that is patched.
Perfect. Cryosurgical is on an errand right now, patching one of his hull leaks, I believe, minor as it was. He has a few questions for you when you come back. I'm going to patch him into you afterwards. But look.
Well, this should be fun.
Well, I don't know much about you, but you got to understand that that surgical's a bit jumpy right now. I think we all are. And the status of the ship is still. I'm still running diagnostics.
Warning. Engine core unstable.
Pod doors closing.
Security on. Evacuation sequence.
Security proceed.
All right, listen. I've been running up a report about what exactly is going out, and I'm shooting this out. I want you all to be here. Surgical, medical, cryo. I'm patching you into my comm link. I'm going to be sending out a distress signal. This is priority 1 distress signal from the medical vessel Acephalus. We're stranded in orbit around GL 832-C. Someone aboard this vessel is a saboteur and has used explosives to destroy much of the vessel. We've lost many crew members, but those who survived the initial attack have been found, cut up, burned, and vivisected. There are 4 of us remaining. Please send help. God help us. Gentlemen, I patched through a number of the cameras before they went dead, and whoever or whatever has taken over the ship and damaged it didn't just leave bodies behind, it mutilated them. And I don't know what to make of it, but I wanted you guys to know that that's the status. Surgical, I'm going to patch you into cryo. I need to take a breath of air. Cryo, I'm patching surgical into you. He has a few questions for you.
Roger that.
Cryo, this is Maurice Richard here. I was told you are a recruit, a ensign, as it were.
That is correct.
Well, I don't know about you, but to me, doesn't it seem a little bit like trial by fire? How did you manage to get on a ship like this?
You're worried about a title? That's what's concerning you right now?
I'm worried about experienced. I need a man who's been through some ropes before I can trust them, especially someone in such an important role. I mean, I don't want to see you down here either in the morgue anytime soon. So tell me something about yourself. How did you get here?
With all the shit that's going down, my title, Vincent. Okay, well, sir, let me tell you, I actually have about 15 years of service in the military. I was just never on board a spacecraft before. I was going through to become an engineer. It turns out that I had a slight talent for cryogenics. But if you're worried about experience, sir, that I have. I am a little bit older than the average ensign. I do have some life skills behind me. Not unlike yourself, sir. I've tapped into your files, and I see that.
You're looking at my files
a few times. So maybe what we need to do is work together rather than get caught up in titles.
Ensign, I think you're gonna have a chance to prove yourself here. I hope you're not lying, because I've been around a few times, and I have been on a spacecraft, and when things go wrong in space, there's really no one there to help you out. Bridge, my communications are telling me there's been some further trauma in your section.
Very slightly, I was walking down the hall just to check the door to the navigation center, and there was a pipe burst. It hit me in the head pretty badly, but I'm okay. Medical, sorry, hopefully you guys have done enough time to give me a quick status rundown. Surgical, this is Bridge. I'm going to need just a quick, brief rundown of your situation. What does it look like around you? I know you're in the morgue, but in what capacity?
The titanium hull is actually it appeared to be breached just outside the stasis chamber that I'm on my aft side. There seems to be a hissing noise that I keep hearing. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'm not gonna lie. I had some of my fellow men out there before the explosion happened, and I haven't seen them since. So right now, it seems like we could be in trouble if we don't get this solved. I hope it doesn't get worse, is what I'm saying at this point.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not reading any life signs on the ship besides us four. So
There's some good men working underneath me.
I know. I think we've all been through a pretty tough time. And I know, look, this is a secure channel. It's just us. How are you holding up?
To tell you the truth, I'm exhausted, burnt out. I mean, I've been working. This is my third shift straight. I haven't been on leave for some time now. I'm getting a little bit cabin fever. I'm used to the open plains of the terraforming that we used to do in the day.
I know. Look, I know things have been tough lately, but if you need to talk, I can secure a channel anytime. If anything happens down there, are you? I'm assuming you're alone in the morgue.
I am. Tell you the truth, Bridge, I'm a little suspicious of that ensign fella. I mean, when was the last time you heard a man with that little experience come onto a spaceship like this? It took me 10 years before I even got my first flight training, let alone to be stationed somewhere like this. Is it possible? Do we know this man?
Look, I'm in the same boat. Look, you know me. I'm just running the numbers up here. I'm just making sure everybody's safe. I'm bridging the communication, and I want to make sure everyone gets out of this alive. Doesn't look like the hull's going to last very long. 2 hours at most. And I got to tell you, there's someone on board that damaged the ship. Someone on board that's done this. And I got to say, yeah, I've never met an ensign that got that high in rank in such a little time.
Bridge, I hear this hissing slightly getting louder. I'm just going to check on the modular shifter.
Okay. Hey, be safe, all right?
You too. And keep an eye on that ensign.
Yeah, I think we both will. Bridge out. Bridge to medical. Medical.
Oh, I was just about to call you.
How's it going there?
Not bad. I just checked on the micro drones. They seem to be running functionally, so...
Really?
If you guys are having problems out there, I might be able to use them to send them to your locations. None of you are able to move. Am I to understand that correctly?
No, right now they're all trapped in their locations. I think we have surgical in the morgue, and cryo is stuck in the cryogenics lab. Look, how are you doing? How are you holding up?
It's just another mission.
I know.
Through it, as we always have, Edmund.
Yeah. Look, and I wanted to mention, I know this isn't the time to do it, but honestly, as I said to surgical, the hull's got 2 hours, maybe max, and I don't know if that distress signal I sent is going to hit anybody. In regards to what happened on the Pegasus, I just want you to know that I'm sorry. I know I said it before, but if it's going down like this, if this is the last time we get to talk, I want you to know one final time that I'm sorry.
Edmund, you did what you had to do. It wasn't an easy situation, but you got through it. Wasn't the course that I would have chosen, but it's what happened. So I can forgive you. I just hope that the Lord above can forgive you.
I know, and I appreciate that. You've always been good with that. Anyway, what's the status? Whereabouts are you? You said you were in the
recovery room.
How's it look?
Well, I've cleaned up a little bit. It's better than it was. Hasn't started to smell yet. Seems that the oxygen is at prime levels. You would have that on your indicators, correct?
Yeah, no, I'm watching the levels of everybody. They're pretty good. Surgical's dipping a little bit, but it seems to be because of a leak that he had, and he seemed to be on top of it, so I'm not too worried.
The only thing is there seem to be some issues with the power circuits. When I when I was turning on the feed, that suggestion you gave me at the beginning to reroute the wires, something about the electrical system. Just give me a minute. I'm going to check the breaker out again.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to check in with Cryo, but I want you to do a full diagnostic run, and I'm going to get back to you. I want to know if there's anything preventing you to reaching your escape pod. If they don't get our distress signal, and if the hull does take.
You hear something?
Yeah, it's just creaking. But if it does, I want to make sure that we get you out. Well,
Bridge, this is surgical.
Yeah.
Can you patch me in quickly to medical? I seem to have an issue here.
Sure. Give me 1 second. Surgical. Bridge. Paging medical. Medical. This is the bridge. Surgical. It seems like he's stepped away for a second. I know he's checking on a power node. Let me get back to you in a second. I got to page through to Cryo and make sure everything's good with him. Is that all right?
Yes. Let me know as soon. It's not a problem now, but it could turn into an issue. I need to get back to it. In fact.
Yeah, I'll get back to you right away. But I do want a full diagnostic. If there's anything preventing you from reaching your escape pod, when I touch base with you again, I wouldn't mind a rundown.
I haven't even checked. I'll go take a look right now.
Okay. This is Bridge. Bridge to Cryo. Come in, Cryo.
Cryo here.
Cryo, Ensign.
Bridge. A little busy at the moment.
Well, I just need a moment of your time. What's your status? How does the location look? You mentioned you're in the Cryo labs. Are they holding up all right?
Well, to be honest, sir, it is getting to be a little bit beyond my control. I may need a little help soon, seeing what I can do about it. Seems to be a problem with the thermal regulators, which could be a little bit of a problem for our frozen little friends here.
Cryo, you seem like you got a good head on your shoulders right now. You don't seem too panicked. You all right?
Well, you know what? Sometimes shit goes down and you can't spend your time worrying about it. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's the difference between, say, some fucking burnout medical surgery dude and someone that's got actual live experience.
Ensign, I understand that we're in a situation right now, but I'm going to need you to respect the chain of command, especially if we get out of this situation.
You know what? If we get out of the situation, I will respect the chain of command, sir. Until then, I'm going to make sure that I do my best to make sure we all get out of here alive. How does that sound, sir?
Sounds good to me, Cryo. Look, I'm going to need a full diagnostic rundown. No bullshit. I need the absolute most important emergencies that you're dealing with. And when I touch base with you again, I'm going to need a rundown of those, all right?
I will do that, sir.
Bridge out. Bridge to Surgical. Surgical, are you there?
Surgical's here.
Yeah, I just
Bridge, have you been able to tap me into medical anytime?
Yeah, medical's done with his. I'm going to patch you in a second. Listen, Maurice, this Cryo kid, he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, tell me. Although, Bridge, I want to talk about this, but there's something a little bit more pressing.
Sorry. Bridge to medical. Medical, come in. Bridge to medical. Medical, come in. Let me see if I can.
Hello. Come in.
Yeah, medical.
Medical.
Yeah, I'm going to patch surgical in with you. I have something to check out. Looks like that pipe that hit my head is. Yeah, it looks like it's still leaking. I'm going to patch surgical, and he's got a few questions for you. All right. Cheers, guys.
All right. Standing by.
Medical, this is surgical. Can you hear me?
This is Medical Officer Stone. Go ahead, surgical.
Medical, I just, strangest thing, I don't know if it's the lack of O2 in here right now, but I'm having the hardest time remembering my password to get to my atmospheric warp coil. My dynamic buffer is down, and I want to make sure that I can, well, the hull on the aft side, the hissing, it's getting louder, and I'm pretty sure I feel warmth coming off the titanium hull. I'm afraid something's trying to come through. I know I should have access to the dynamic buffer, but again, I can't seem to remember my password. Is there any way that you could give me your password just to make sure that I can seal this up and make sure I sure it up a little bit, just if you don't mind?
Well, we've never spoken before this.
Well, I know, but I'm a first officer down here, and we're both kind of in the medical profession.
Listen.
I find out how to keep people alive after they're dead. You try to prevent them from dying. We're kind of on the same team here.
I understand that, but it'd be
But you don't
very
understand.
helpful if
You do understand that, but
no proof.
again, I need the atmospheric warp coil to be re-enabled, and if I don't get the dynamic buffer, that could be, tragic for me.
Everything that you said
Just the 3-digit code that I need from you.
That's 999 tries.
Yes, that is, and I'm afraid with I don't know if you can see this on my my last reading here. I just unplugged the O2 supply here, and I don't know if you can see the dial there, but I'm sitting pretty low. Again, the dynamic buffer, anytime medical.
Well,
I mean, if I go, who's gonna first of all
Sorry.
put me into the morgue if I'm not working, and secondly, who's gonna delete those holosuite files before my wife finds out? So if you can make sure that you just give me the code, unless you don't
isn't
feel
the
inclined to look after your crew.
Bridge to medical. This is the bridge. Sorry, am I interrupting?
Yeah, a little bit. Surgical. What was your name again?
Maurice.
Maurice.
First officer Richard.
I'm going to give you the password, but when we get through this, just as I always would, I'm going to report you for lack of conduct and being very unprofessional. in this
That's fine.
situation.
I think both you and I know that low O2 causes people to forget things. It's as simple as a password. 3 digits. Come on. I punched in what I thought. 643. Not working. It could be anything, but I need to get the atmospheric warp coil back online in order to stop.
I'll
Stop
give you
the
my
lock.
password. Bridge, can you make this a private conversation? Bridge,
Sorry, were you paging me?
can you make this a private conversation between me and Surgical, or is it already?
Yeah, let me see if I can just lock myself out. If you need me, just make the condenser array blink a few times, and I'll come back to my terminal. All right?
Okay. Maurice. Richard. Officer Richard, do you copy?
I copy medical. Anytime now.
I'll give you the password, but I need you to do one thing. Lay off of the ensign. He's a promising young man, and I've seen him in action. It's one of the few things I remember ever since from before the shit happened. So
Lawrence, right?
capable. I know we can trust him. Yes, my name is Lawrence.
You are the highest ranking officer next to the bridge right now. And whatever you say goes, sir. But don't you think it's a little suspicious? The one man that we have never seen on a spaceship, and this is the first time in my career something like this has happened. What am I? It could be the O2 levels. If I could just, I'm sure I'll think clearer. But yes, I'll lay off him for now. But if you hear anything, I got an open ear.
871.
Eight,
Medical out.
7, 1. Well, that did it. Let's see if
Hello, Bridge. Do you read? Bridge, you wanted to speak with medical. Are you there? Come in, Bridge.
I saw the condenser array blink. You need me?
Yes. You wanted to speak with me, correct?
Yeah, I need a status report. And this is the big stuff, Lawrence. I need the stuff that's going to prevent you from getting off this thing. I just took a look at the diagnostic terminal that I was looking at before.
What'd you see?
It doesn't look good. Look, I'll be honest, and I'm going to patch the other guys through. I want to give them a one-on-one, but I know I can be straight with you. We were on the Pegasus together. You know what happened. I don't think, with the amount of stuff going on this ship right now, I don't know if it's going to be a clear-cut sign of just disembarking. I think we're going to need to make it to the escape pods. And it looks like, based on the diagnostics, that all of our paths are blocked in one way or another. So I'm going to need your top priority status. I'm going to need the thing that's stopping you right now.
This is a private channel.
Yeah, this is secured.
I checked out the power circuits. They're I'm no electrician, but there seems to be a buildup of power at my location. I could divert the power and send it through, and it might make its way through to one of the other officers. But I'm afraid to do it right now.
Why is that?
Edmund, you and I go a long ways back. You know that I am of a sound mind.
Yeah.
I look at those power breakers, and I know that if I were to override it, overload my own circuit instead of diverting it, surging it all to myself, I could end it. I could just end this right now for me.
Hold on, and what?
I have this urge. It would make a big fire in the recovery room. And the rest of the ship would be fine. You guys would be okay. But I would be done. I wouldn't have to deal with this anymore. I could just overload it, cause the fire.
Lawrence, you're not yourself right now. Listen, we've been through a lot. We've been through a traumatic experience, but you don't want that. Listen, you don't want that.
Damn it, I know I don't want it. But I do want it. I don't understand it. I don't get it, but I have never felt this urge before. Something that seems so right to me.
Lawrence, you got to listen to me. Listen to me, Lawrence. We go way back, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever you're thinking about doing is wrong. Something in here is fucking with your head. This isn't you talking. This doesn't sound like you. Look, take a breath, okay? Look, don't do anything. Just sit on your hands, okay? The stress has gotten to you, man. Okay? I understand you're in a tough spot right now, but listen, we're all in a tough spot right now. And I need you strong. I need you secure here. I can't have you talking about shit like this.
Okay, I understand that. And
No, you don't. Lawrence, listen. I need you. Okay? Look at me. Look, we're going to get through this. It's going to be all right. No fireball is going to make you feel any better. It's going to be the fucking end of you. And then what? You're going to be like one of the other soy sods on this ship that got sucked out into space? You don't want that. You and I are going to get out of this together. We're going to start that nice little fucking farm or whatever you wanted to do. What was it?
Cafe.
Bridge, this is surgical. Can you read me? Bridge, I need you.
Yeah, surgical.
It's an emergency. I need you to
All
put
right.
it straight.
Lawrence,
need to go straight
Lawrence,
through
sit tight. Lawrence, sit tight. I'm going to come back to you. This is Bridge to Surgical. I'm securing the line. It's just you and I. What's up?
I need you to put me right through to cryo as soon as you can. I've had a breach. Put me through. I'm losing atmospheric pressure.
Take a second. Take a breath. I got you. Cryo, this is Bridge to Cryo.
Cryo in.
Cryo, I want your status report, but Surgical is paging me with an urgent request. I'm patching you through. You guys will be on a secure line, so sit tight. Surgical, I've patched you through. You're good.
Cryo, I don't know what to do. I tried to help the atmospheric warp coil. As soon as I did, I was sprayed with some of the coolant fluid, and before I knew it, I looked in the hallway and there was some kind of a fungal contamination. And the heat that I was feeling, it's eating right through the hull, and the hallway. There's a breach right to the open space. I need you to do something, Cryo.
Okay, nope. Relax. Let the old inexperienced ensign give you a tip here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to teletransmit some of the healthy stem cells from some of the dead fetal clones, and that should take care of the spread.
Can you repeat,
how much time
Cryo?
do you think you have there?
Repeat, Cryo. I missed that. Can you repeat yourself?
All right. For the slow, let me try this again. I will teletransmit some healthy stem cells cut from dead fetal clones.
I sent you those fetal clones not too long ago.
Right. Well, what they're going to do is they should be able to work and stop the spread.
Yeah, they'll act as almost like an antibacterial or antifungal. That might work. Let me think on that. before we make any decisions, because I also know that they'll consume some of my O2. I'll get back to you in a moment. I want to just see what the situation is on the hull.
You go ahead. I think it's crazy. Lack of O2. You go ahead, Surgical.
Bridge to Cryo. Cryo, come in.
Bridge, this is Cryo.
Did Surgical tell you whatever he needed, his problem?
He did, in fact, sir. And I think I have a solution. He wants to spend time thinking about it. That is fantastic.
Look, we're all in a lot of stress right now. And so I understand you're not necessarily handling it the same way as everyone else, but you need to understand that people are going to handle this a little bit different. You seem awfully... You are aware of the situation, right?
I am aware that we are the last 4 survivors on this ship, and we need to do what we can to get the hell out and get there safely. And the fact that Surgical wants to ponder, that really bodes well for us all.
Listen, Cryo, I understand that you don't like the way other people are handling things, but if you want to be respected the way that you expect to be, then you have to reciprocate that same. You want Surgical to treat you with a little bit of respect, give him the same. And listen, this attitude that you're throwing my way, it's not flying either. Okay? I get it.
Again, if we make it out of here, I can be transferred to another ship.
That's a big old if.
Let's
Now
worry
listen.
about that when we get there.
Cryo, I'm going to need a rundown of your emergency.
It's getting a little hot in here right now. I apologize.
Cryo, I'm going to mute you so you listen to me. Listen, this is important. I need a rundown of your emergencies. I need whatever's stopping you from getting to the escape pod. This hull is not going to last the 2 hours or so that it's going to take for our message to be received. So I'm going to need your top priority to see if the others can help.
All right. I was wondering then, can I get... Well, let's put this out to everyone. I have a problem here.
Hold on, let me patch them in. Oh.
Surgical here.
Yeah, Surgical. I'm just patching in medical.
Medical.
Lawrence, you hear me?
I am here.
Okay, medical, surgical. Cryo's got an emergency. You're on, Cryo. Go ahead.
All right. This is what I've got going on here. We've had a few fires. The cryostasis tubes are overheating, and our frozen crewmates are beginning to boil like eggs.
Sorry, what?
Yes, sir. Our frozen crewmates are starting to overheat, thaw out, and boil in their own cryo juices.
The
Worse
frozen
than
crewmates.
that, right now, I think that the heat is spreading, and I will probably be overheated and roasted alive soon, sir.
Jesus Christ. So I guess I shouldn't have told you to patch that up. The coolant would have helped you by now.
Well, let me work on that for a bit. I think I might have a solution for you. It could be a crazy idea. I need to rework some systems, but it might work.
You think you might have a solution for Cryo?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a look at it.
Man, let's go.
But
Yeah,
before that,
That's good. Patch me when you think you have an answer.
okay, let me work on it real quick. And by the way, the temperature is rising in here. Whatever that fungal thing is, you can.
The alarm's sounding again. Hold on. It's nothing urgent. It just seems like there was a slight. No, it's nothing urgent. Sorry, continue, Surgical.
When you have a moment, I need to speak to medical through a private line.
Okay. Let me patch you through. Hold on, Surgical. I do need your emergency. Something that you were requiring.
Is this a private? Can I at least have a private line to you before?
Just you and I. Yeah, we're patched in. Just you and I. Go ahead.
I asked Cryo for a hand as we had. I was looking in the hallway trying to see if any of my men were still alive. I got sprayed some of the coolant that came from the coils that I was working on, and I noticed that in the hull something was breaching, and there was this kind of mist coming in. And I've seen hull breaches before, but this was different. And I looked closely, and there's some sort of fungal growth contaminating the space. The cryofield's holding at bay for now, but I asked Cryo to help me, and he suggested something, and I'm not sure if I'll take him up on the offer. It's contaminating the hallway outside. It's eating right through the hull, whatever that fungal, whatever it is. I've never seen anything like it. Do you have any visual on the hallway just outside the morgue?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Yeah, look, there's structural weaknesses on the 2 supporting beams before the airlock hallway. If you don't get that solved,
I was thinking if Cry could send me something to, you know, freeze it, a fungal living being, maybe we could stop it before it spreads too far and gets too far in the ship.
it's possible, but you know what? I think medical might have a solution as well. Let me check for a second. Yeah, you know what? You're going to talk to medical anyway, right? Let me pass you through with him. He might have a solution. But
I don't really trust that ensign anyways. And tell you the truth, if I use, he suggested stem cells from dead fetals, and I sent him that tissue. The stem cells take oxygen as well, a great deal, and that's O2 that I need.
Look, it's a risky play, but we're all dealing with risk here. It's just a matter of how much risk we want to take. Let me patch you through to medical right now, and you guys can have a discussion. Medical, this is Bridge.
I read.
Medical, I'm going to patch surgical into you. He wants to have a quick conversation. You guys are on a private line. Just, again, either one of you, put the light blinking when you need me back.
You got it.
Medical, this is surgical team 2. Maurice Richard again.
Richard?
I don't. Can we drop the formalities? I mean, there's only 4 of us left. Lawrence, here's my issue. In the hall right now, I have a fungal contamination. I don't know what it is, if it came from in the ship or outside, but it is breaking through the titanium. It seems to be consuming it. There's a hull breach right through solid titanium. Now, first thought was maybe we could stop it, you know, put it in kind of some sort of stasis with cryo, get cryo to work on it. I asked him, and he suggested using stem cells from some dead fetal tissue that I sent him earlier. I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I did, which is consuming oxygen. As soon as we use those things that consume oxygen, so I'm a little paranoid, I'd say, about using that.
I can understand that. There's only so much oxygen to go around right now.
Bridge suggested maybe you had the solution. I mean, I'm trying to think back to my medical training, and I'm going blank again. I can't remember anything. It could be the O2 levels.
That's fine. I have a couple ideas. First is I checked on the micro drones earlier, and they seem to be active. I can't go anywhere, but I could send micro drones to your destination, and they would be able to take care of the fungus on their own. You know how they work, so I don't need to explain that. The other option is I could distort the frequency of the biomechanical resonator, pardon me, in your area. That would put just be a bit of a hiccup in their lifespan, and they wouldn't be able to survive it. It would affect you slightly. You might feel a tingling on your skin. You might feel a little nauseous, but for the most part, I don't think that it's strong enough to hurt you.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'll go experience over talent any day, and as talented as this ensign might be, I know what you've gone through, and I think I want to go with your solution.
Okay. Well, which one? Either one will work.
Let's delay it at least. The first one, with the micro. What did you call them again?
Micro drones.
Micro drones.
That's right. They're you know the micro drones from your training. You don't remember?
Yeah, micro drones for sure.
Yeah, nanobots. You can send it into a bloodstream. You can even use them as little robots. All right.
Let's try that. Send them through the web matrix, and maybe I'll implement that.
All right.
Micro drones. Yeah.
Surgical. It should be a few minutes before they actually reach the destination.
I'll get the preparations in order. I'll have to get my EVA suit again because I need to go in the hallway probably to connect the micro drone straight to the fungal contamination.
You got it.
Let me know when the preparations are ready.
All right, medical out.
Surgical out.
This is Bridge paging Cryo. Cryo, come in.
Cryo.
Yeah, I saw you had a system reboot. Look, I wanted to page you in. Look, I get the chip on your shoulder, but you got a problem out there, and you're going to need a solution. Has anybody messaged you or about a possible solution?
No, sir. It doesn't seem like they're too concerned about...
Well, you know what? Listen, man, you got to start playing the game if you want to help. Medical and surgical both have issues that they're going to need help with.
Well, I did offer a solution to surgical, sir.
All right, look, let me start an open comm link. Paging medical. Medical, you there?
I read.
Yeah, medical, I'm here with cryo, and I'm going to page surgical as well. Surgical, this is Bridge, come in.
Surgical is preparing for the solution that I've sent him. I've decided to send him the micro drones.
Bridge, sorry, but this is surgical here.
Thanks, surgical. I got cryo on the line. Cryo needs a solution, guys. He's got the overheating of the people in the cryogenic tubes. Do either of you have a solution that could work for him?
I had an idea, but it's pretty far-fetched.
I will take far-fetched, surgical.
Well, based on what I know, very little about the nature of cryo freezing. It's a fairly acidic substance that they're frozen in. So I could upload a synthesized alkaloid to the web work. Maybe that'll help. The alkaloids mixed in with the solution.
Got anything better, medical? Bridge, anything better? Because I will take that one. Sounds good.
I'll see what I can do, but I don't think it's going to be any help.
I mean, theoretically, it should work. That's if all our other systems are working properly. Should the web work falter or anything, the alkaloid, I'm sure, would be synthesized slightly differently in your.
It does make sense. Let me give it a try.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for it.
Again, it's gonna take me a second because I'm in the process. I mean, I have that bacterial fungus or whatever it is that's eating away at the hull. I think that's more pressing.
It is. I'm looking at the camera right now, surgical, and they're eating. Get the micro drones on that ASAP.
Okay, I'm putting back my EVA suit on. I can see that you're transferring it to me, Michael, or medical. I'll be out in the hall. Wish me luck, gentlemen. And again, if I don't make it, delete my files from the policies.
I can remotely delete your browsing history. Don't worry, surgical.
Thank you.
Medical, I'm paging you in, and I'm cutting out cryo and surgical from this conversation. Look, how are you holding up?
I need someone to fix the power circuits.
Okay, I'm working on it. Look,
because I can't do it. I can't go anywhere near that.
I know.
So, yeah.
How are you feeling though? You feeling a bit more grounded?
A little bit. Lord is helping me through it, but I can't go anywhere near that. If someone is able to do something to divert the power themselves, then that would be great. But I don't want to.
Let me check if I can access the extinguisher system. No, I can't, but cryo might have a solution. Give me 1 second. Let me patch cryo into this conversation. Cryo, you there?
Bridge, this is cryo.
Cryo, I'm patching you into the conversation that Medical and I are having. Medical is dealing with a fire right now, and he has no way of putting it out. Do you have anything that might work for him?
Potential fire.
Potential fire. Apologies.
An overload almost of power running through my power circuits, and if it isn't diverted, then it will surely start a fire in my vicinity.
No problem. You know that I have a world of respect for you. So I can try to nullify the cordial inductor, basically just take it all offline.
Is that going to have an effect on the rest of the ship, Bridge?
No, it looks like he can quarantine it to just your section. Damn, that sounds like a good solution to me.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to come right out and tell you guys right now, last Starship space station stop, I grabbed us, me at the time, some bootleg apples. I've been keeping one in a lower temperature cryo chamber. Apples for everyone.
Might as well eat it if it's going to be the end. Hey, $1,000 an apple. If you smuggle it on board, it's got to be worth something better. Good bite at least. Medical, you're going to take cryo solution? Sounds like a good one to me.
Yeah, if we can shut it down completely, that would be good.
Okay, cryo, work on it from your end and let me know. Medical, he's going to work on it. I'm patching surgical in to this conversation. Surgical, you there?
Surgical here.
Surgical.
Oh, it's a big clump of my hair just came out.
My monitors indicate that the microdrones made it to your location. Surgical, do you read?
Surgical here. Medical.
Jesus.
Are you all right? They shouldn't.
Yeah. I'm sure it's just nerves and stress. That's why my hair's coming out too. It seemed to work. Medical. You're a genius, Lawrence. I knew I could trust experience over, nepotism any day. Medical. How are your things over there?
Things are fine.
Yeah, the fungal contamination seems to be kept at bay by the drones.
But you seem to be worse for wear.
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather. It's probably nothing, but I had my EVA suit on, so I'm sure it's nothing. I mean,
stay away from that fungus.
yeah, I mean, I had my suit on, so I'd be completely in stasis, more or less. I mean, completely in quarantine from exposure. It's just weird. My hair keeps falling out, and well, that's a tooth. So I'm just gonna do a little blood test. If you don't mind checking it for me, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, go for it. Medical out.
Bridge paging medical. Sorry, I missed that conversation. He started throwing up, so I left. Did the microdrones work?
The microdrones did work, but I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about Richard there. He looks like he's fallen apart.
Really?
Pulled out a tooth. I don't think there's anything that I can do from my location to help him, but I'm curious as to how Cryo's doing.
Oh, Cryo's temperatures, I'm looking at them right now. They're tripling. They're doubling. He's boiling down there. Cryo, I'm paging you into a conversation with medical. Cryo, you there? Bridge. This is Bridge.
Cryo is here. Yep.
Yeah, I can see the temperatures here. It's getting almost unreachable levels.
How are you doing, Roger? Rigger?
It seemed to work. It looks like our sleepy friends are going to stay sleeping. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get ourselves out of here, but they will be fine until maybe we can get back and help them out.
Wait, so surgical solution worked?
It sure did.
It looks like it did. Hold on, let me page in surgical. Could be a temporary temperature boost. Surgical, I'm paging you into a conversation with Cryo.
Surgical here.
Yeah, look, did your solution work to lower his temperatures?
Well, you will know right away. I mean, if it has an instant effect and the temperatures go down, then it should continue to do that and keep it. I mean, it's only a temporary fix, so but it should work until we get, if we get out of here.
Oh, it worked.
Oh, it worked. Yeah. I mean, my reading tells me that the alkaline solution stayed alkaline the whole
I'm
way
getting
down.
the same too. I just wanted to corroborate. I wanted to make sure.
Much appreciated, Surgical.
Well, look at that. He speaks. You can say thank you after all. Cryo, I'm coming back to you in a second. Looks like your system is having a malfunction. Reboot your system when you have a second. Surgical, I'm taking a private line with just you and me for a second. Maurice, how are you holding up, man?
I was I walked out there to administer the drones that medical sent me.
Yeah.
And I was being careful. You know how I am.
I know.
And I saw one of my men lying there. At least it used to be one of my men. When the fungus got through the hull, it was pulling on the vacuum of space, and he got trapped in some of the buttresses. His suit got trapped, and his insides were ripped clean out.
Jesus.
And I was sick. In my suit, even with all the experience I had, can't believe that I got sick. So I got sick in my suit, and I went to clear my helmet, and I took it off for a moment. I think I got exposed. My hair's fallen out, and I've been puking.
Damn it. You know more than anyone, better than anyone. You never.
It was a rookie mistake, Bridge.
Look, yeah.
And I was giving Ensign the hard time. Is that funny?
Look, take care of yourself for a second. Is this something that maybe I can find a solution to? Is it something you think that you can?
Well, I sent the blood work over to medical, and I'm waiting for the results from that. But there's a good chance I was exposed to radiation. I mean, this does. I mean, look.
Yeah.
See that?
God damn it.
There's lumps forming underneath my skin.
Jesus Christ.
And they're growing. So check back in with me, and I'll let you know how those things turn out.
Okay. Sit tight. Look, just take a break.
I didn't know this was going to happen if I signed up for this. I mean,
fuck.
Surgical out.
Yeah. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Bridge paging medical. Medical. Are you receiving?
This is medical. I'm looking at the power, the circuit board. It seems to be. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if there's a change.
That was cryo solution, right? I'm going to see if he turned off the power in a second. But look, before we do that, how are you holding up? Are you all right?
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Surgical's blood came through. He has several life forms in the blood itself. Just looking at it under a basic microscope showed me several other biological life forms that shouldn't be there.
Wait, so he doesn't have radiation poisoning. He's actually infected with something.
That's what it looks like.
Jesus.
I could be wrong, but that's the impression that I'm getting. Something from that fungus. We have to make sure that fungus doesn't spread anywhere else. So hopefully the micro drones do their job.
Bridge, surgical to Bridge.
Yeah, hold on. Medical, and I'll patch you back in if this is important. Surgical.
Hi, Bridge. How are you doing?
You all right? You don't look too well.
I'm okay. What's my name again?
Maurice
Richard. My name's Maurice Richard.
Yeah.
I have growths under my skin. Did I mention that?
Surgical. Maurice, you need to take a
I don't need to take a break.
You need to
I know
relax.
the voices in my head.
Listen.
The consciousness coming from the lumps that I have, the tumors growing inside me to take a break. I can hear their thoughts.
There's nothing growing in. No. Listen, you're going to be fine. You need to calm down.
No, they're aware and they're telling me that they exist. They're speaking to me, Bridge.
Jesus Christ.
They're in my head, Bridge.
Okay, surgical. You need to breathe. Okay, Morris, you need to breathe. You need to relax. Look, whatever's inside you right now, you have to fight it. Okay.
I need help. This is an emergency. There are tumors that are self-aware inside me. What?
Listen, I need you to keep a lid on it. I'm going to patch you in.
What you want? That doesn't make sense. I need help, Bridge.
Cryo, this is Bridge. Medical, this is Bridge. I'm paging you into a group conversation. Surgical is going through something. He needs a solution right away.
Should I cut them out?
What do we need?
I can just.
What's the info?
I just grab my.
Medical, tell Cryo what's going on.
It seems that Surgical is having a bit of a crisis. He sent me his blood. There seem to be life forms in it, and now
Jansen.
he's.
Yeah, I know.
You say that there are lumps under your skin as well. Is that?
They say that there are lumps under my. They say that they're they're going to grow more, and there's going to be more of them. That's what they're telling me.
Forget about them. What do you say? What do you say? Stick to the-
Medical, I need help. I want them out of my head. I want them out of my body. Should I just cut them out? I got a laser syringe here. I got
Surgical,
a laser.
Surgical, I got to go through this conversation, Surgical. I'm going to patch you back in afterwards, but I'm going to speak with Medical and Cryo for a minute, okay?
Hang in there.
Sit tight. Lawrence, tell me you have something.
Well, I'm running out of resources. The Mycl drones are doing their thing. I could distort the frequency of his biomechanical resonator, but that is, if I'm doing it on him specifically, that might have some unwanted consequences. There's a prototype code for artificial tissue that could replicate healthy cells and maybe cancel out the fungal infection, but I'm still not entirely sure.
Cryo, what about you? Do you have anything?
Absolute sheer genius, sir.
Who?
What I can
You?
do is I can reroute the organic generator's output through the comm lines.
The comm lines? That's your...
Absolutely. We can get... You can pretty much guarantee this will be an apple for you, sir.
Medical, how's the solution that Cryo offered you? Cryo on your end, is it working?
Absolutely, sir. Yes.
For me, the power is diverted. It's shut down. For my circuit board.
Cryo, for his circuit board that you said you'd shut down, did you remember to do it?
I shut it down from my end.
And Medical, are you still reading power? I'm still getting a surge on your end. Cryo, did it work or not?
There's still power on it. There is still power on the circuit breaker.
But I don't understand it. Like I'm reading it right here, showing that it worked on my end.
I have diagnostics for the entire ship, Cryo, and I'm telling you right now, Medical's power is still...
That's fine. That's
so
fine.
Sorry.
I'm sure we'll be able to get the doors open before something happens.
Medical, I'm going to patch you out of this conversation for a second. I need to talk to Cryo for a second. What the fuck are you doing, Cryo?
Okay, look, I'm a cryo guy. I know a little bit about...
Yeah, you know what? You're also a lot of piss and vinegar. You've been talking around, walking the walk, making everybody convinced you got solutions, and here you are giving my friend solutions that are fucking him over.
It is not intended, sir. I have more respect for him than anyone else. He has been my mentor since the day I got on this ship.
Really?
Reading that it is working for my end. Surely you can see that.
Yeah, is that the case? Or maybe are you looking for a step up in his position should you get off this ship?
That is absolutely the case. I have never, ever shown anything but absolute respect for...
You know what, Cryo? I got a bad feeling.
Can you not check your monitors? Is it not showing that it's working on my end?
I'm going to tell you right now, I got a bad feeling about you, and I'm not the only one, all right? There was a saboteur on this ship. Someone fucked up our ship. Someone blew this thing up, and there's 4 people remaining. And I got a good fucking feeling that one of those 4 is the person who did it. And you know what? Lawrence, I've known for a long time. Maurice, I fought in the war with him. And the only person I don't know is you. You're on thin fucking ice, Cryo. Next solution you offer better be the right one.
Well, have you checked in with Surgical?
I'm paging him in right now, and the solution you're offering better fucking work. Surgical, this is the bridge.
Watch it.
Surgical, this is the bridge. Come in.
We copy.
Surgical, Maurice. I got Cryo has a solution for you that might work. It sounds risky, but Cryo, you make the pitch to him. Surgical, it's your call. I got to check on something. Cryo, don't fuck this up.
Cryo. The ensign. Cryo.
Okay, listen to me carefully, all of you. I need all of your focus right now.
We're listening.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to reroute the organic generator's output through the comm lines.
Through the comm lines. Should we vote on it? Let's vote on it. There's more of us than there are of him, and I don't think he can do it. Let's vote on it. That sounds like a good plan for this emergency.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. You ready?
Let me patch my my sensors to my biofeed, and when you're ready, Cryo, let's hope this works. We're ready.
Give me just a second here.
Oh.
Yep. What?
It's hurting. It's hurting us. It's hurting us.
Surgical. Bridge. Bridge, come in. Medical.
This is Bridge. Cryo, what's up?
I'm losing surgical.
Surgical.
Can you check his stats? Can you see his
Surgical, are you there?
Surgical here. Maurice here.
Life sounds, they're weak. How are you doing?
They're gone.
What's gone?
I don't know. Them. I still have the lumps and the tumors, but the voices are gone. I think it was successful. Cryo. Thank you. He's not there. Bridge. That ensign, he saved my life, I think.
What do you... No, listen, this kid, he's...
No, we were wrong. I was wrong. Why would he save me? It's not him. It's medical.
What do you mean? No, I've known medical for a long time. It's
Who else could it be?
I promise you.
I gotta find out about this guy.
No, hold on. No.
I mean, he was... Why was he defending an ensign? Nobody would defend an ensign as an officer level.
No, listen. This kid, I promise you this kid is lying, okay?
This kid is lying? He's an ensign. I mean, remember when we were ensign, we were all hot stuff too.
No, listen. No.
Warning. Engine core unstable.
Pod doors closing.
Security on. Evacuation sequence.
Security.
No, listen, this kid is fucking lying. I'm patching him in right now. Cryo, are you there?
Cryo here.
Cryo, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth right now. Cut the bullshit. What the fuck is going on?
Cryo, I'm feeling much better. I think it's successful. Like
Surgical, I'm cutting you out of this conversation.
I think it's
right now. Cryo, it's just
Yes,
you and me here. Tell me the truth.
Are you... Okay. You think you're ready for it? I gotta come clean.
Yeah.
Our last station stop. Lieutenant Draven Coog. You know Lieutenant Draven Coog?
Yeah.
If you check, it's going to be a very weak signal. But Lieutenant Coog is currently alive and walking the living quarters.
Hold on. What do you mean Lieutenant Krug is alive?
Well, it's not Lieutenant Coog, sir. Our last station stop, Lieutenant Coog came aboard infected with some sort of symbiote that lets her control the minds of others. And she can make the crew act in ways that she wants, and she infects them. They'll do things against their will, things they normally wouldn't. And they'll commit heinous acts towards themselves and each other. And the symbiote, it feeds off the pain and agony and the guilt. I am responsible for the explosions, sir. Well, in a way, Lieutenant who forced me to do it, if you will, sir.
What do you mean she forced you?
She controlled me and then left. Unlike the others who she slaughtered.
Are you telling me?
I wanted to watch what I had done.
Lieutenant Krug. Holy shit. Her vitals are there, but they're weak. You're telling me that she's walking around the ship?
Last when she left me, sir, that's where she said she was going. She said she was going to go to the living quarters and see if there was anyone else alive that she could play with, have these puppets.
Who's nearest the living quarters? I knew something was off. Oh my God. So she's walking around the ship able to control anybody, and you tried to blow her up?
I knew it was going to hurt a lot of people, but I figured it was better than the entire ship, including all of our frozen comrades. It was the best I could think of at the time.
The living quarters are right next to medical. Bridge, this is medical. Come in. Bridge, this is medical. Come in. This camera's offline. Cryo, try a subroutine reroute. I'm sending you the information on it. Your terminal might be able to access it.
That.
Pater noster, quia sincaelis sanctificator nomen tuum, atteniat regnum tuum.
Lawrence?
Fiat voluntas tua sicut in caelo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis odi, dimine nobis debitum.
Lawrence, stay with me. Listen to my voice. You know me. We were together on the Pegasus.
Et ne nos inducas in temptationem.
Cryo, can you get his camera online?
Ne nos inducas.
Roger that.
Inducas in temptationem. Se libera nos.
Lawrence, listen to my voice. Listen, you know. Lawrence, I can see you. Lawrence. Lawrence, are you all right? Listen. Lawrence, can you hear me? Can you understand me?
I can hear you.
Thanks, Cryo. I'm going to patch you out for a second. Lawrence, it's me. Lawrence, it's Edward. Listen, are you all right? Something really... Lawrence, there's something in your area of the ship.
I know.
Are you all right?
I'm not sure. I saw someone. There's someone
Who?
here. I don't know. I just they don't. I must be hallucinating.
Listen, Lawrence, you're not. Ensign has reason to believe that there's someone on this ship. Someone controlling people. Someone doing a lot more damage than a few bombs would. I need you to be safe. I need you to make sure you're okay.
That doesn't make any sense. How can someone control the minds of other people? I'm a scientist, not a mystic. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't have to make sense. Look, a lot of this doesn't make sense.
There's all I know. I've got this image, this vision. Someone is in the halls. They're watching me right now. They're naked, but they're not wearing clothes, yes, but they don't have any skin.
Surgical, this is Bridge. Can you hear me, Bridge?
Yeah, 1 second, Surgical. Go on, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Lawrence, stay with me.
Where are you?
Lawrence, just sit tight for a second. Surgical's paging me.
Get out of here and where you are, Bridge.
Lawrence, just sit tight for a second, all right?
Open the door doors, and then I can find my way to you.
No, you know what? It's medical. Just sit tight. Surgical, I'm paging you and I in. Your camera's on the fritz a bit. I can't quite see you. What's up?
It's, I mean, I was a little less than professional a moment ago. I'm feeling a lot better now, but I looked outside to where my Henson was, when I saw his body and everything, and I don't know why I looked, but it's gone.
Oh, hold on. The body's gone?
Yeah. That's could be the vacuum of space, but I'm pretty sure I sealed it once I had that solution with the micro drones. But
no.
There's still blood, just no body.
It's not the vacuum of space.
What? Was I right? It's medical, isn't it?
It could be. It's Draven Kugel. Lieutenant Draven Kugel. She was brought on board with an alien symbiote, and her skinless body is walking around right now infecting people.
I did not mean to sign up for this.
Look, none of us wanted to sign up for this, but there's a moment.
I really didn't mean to sign up for this.
Look, we were side by side in that war. You've seen them the same way I have, that they can either crumble or they can stand. Maurice, this is a time I need you. I need you on my side.
Right. Where experience over talents, right?
Not necessarily that. It just means that we stand between it, whatever the fuck it wants.
You have a visual on my hallway, right?
I do.
That's probably nothing. I'm just a little spooked right now.
Well, hold on for a second. What that? Oh, hold on. There's something. No, your hallway is clear, but I'm getting something from. There's something at my door.
Do you have your Bridge? Bridge, if you're there, don't leave me. I'm not prepared for this. I'm not like you. Anybody
Cryo?
out there? Cryo?
This is Cryo. Calling
Cryo.
paging the bridge. Surgical, medical. Anyone?
It's just me,
Still with
Cryo.
us.
Something's happening. Medical's gone insane. Medical's is not who he says he is. There's someone who's been brought on board, a symbiote. Do you know about this?
Lieutenant Draven Kugel, sir. Yes.
How do you know about this?
Earlier, Lieutenant Kugel was the one. She's got this alien symbiote that lets her control people's minds. I'm not sure how much of Lieutenant Kugel is left.
Well,
But
Bridge is offline. I haven't been able to communicate to him. He just dropped out, and he's. I mean, there's no way that I'm trapped here in the morgue. There's no way that it could get to me, right?
Can you get to any of the escape pods?
I don't know. I mean,
I think it's our only option right now.
Yeah.
I need help.
What can I do?
When Lieutenant Kugel was here, I just figured out why Lieutenant Kugel left me alive. My DNA's been altered. I won't be able to operate and be admitted to one of the escape pods.
The escape pods, they look at your DNA before you can enter. They don't let, just in case there was an overtake, like a symbiote, so they can't escape to Earth or anywhere else.
Exactly.
So if you've been altered, you can't board an escape pod. Hold on a second. If you send me a sample of your DNA, and if I put in the retroviral prototype through the extracellular centrifuge,
I'm trying to lock the doors right now.
lock it quick. Send me a sample of your blood if you want. I can try this.
Hang on, just a fuck.
Oh, fuck. Edson Monroe, whatever fucking's coming, it's coming. Whatever Craven's done.
It's surgical here.
No. What?
Bridge, it's surgical.
Yeah, I know. I just kept.
What happened to you?
Fucking Ensign Monroe came to the door.
I was just speaking to Ensign.
No, Monroe, not Rigger. My ensign from the bridge command deck. I thought he was dead. Look, whatever Craven is, whatever this alien symbiote is, it doesn't matter whether you're alive or dead. It takes over your body. It controls you completely. Oh, fuck.
Do you think that's what was taking? No, there was something else in me.
Fuck. No, listen, man.
Can you get to the escape pod? I don't think I can get to it.
I strangled her. I didn't have anything on me. She kept scratching at me. I had to strangle her. I've never felt that. I've never felt that in my hands. I don't want to feel that again. Look, Lawrence is my oldest friend. I have to help him in some way. I need your help. I know he's still there. I can see his life signs in the room.
Bridge, did it get on you?
No, it didn't. Some blood did, but nothing in me. Look, I need you to help me patch into Lawrence's camera. I can't turn it on here, but I think you might be able to. I use Cryo's terminal next time. Switch your terminal into shadow mode. I think I can log on and access it from there. Let me know when it's on.
You said shadow mode?
Yeah, it just allows me to take access of your terminal.
You should stick there, shadow mode.
Yeah, okay, I see it. Let me just see if I can get his terminal on. Lawrence, come on. Lawrence.
This is Lawrence.
Lawrence, you need to listen to me. Whatever Craven is, she's trying to take over you. You need to fight it. You need to fight it hard. We can help you. There's still time.
It isn't Craven. It isn't the lieutenant. You want to know what's happening to us? I'll tell you. I'll tell you about Saint Bartholomew. Tales. He was one of the 12 apostles, and his martyrdom is commemorated on September 11th. Tales of his martyrdom vary. Some say he was beheaded or crucified. Others that he was cast into the sea. The best stories, of course, tell that he was flayed alive, which is why he is often depicted holding a knife and his own skin. His skull was kept in Frankfurt, his arm in Canterbury, and a large piece of his skin was kept in Rome. Other parts of his body were scattered all over Europe and Asia. But you know why? Because he was feared. And it was known that if all the pieces were reassembled, then he would rise anew. So his death was atrocious because his life was atrocious. Imagine for a moment that he lives, that he's on this very vessel. Imagine that he is here, vengeful, knife in hand, seeking a new skin.
Jesus Christ. His vitals are still there, but they're wavering. Something's wrong with him. Look, guys, I need a solution for him. Do either of you have anything that can help him?
I might. It's Cryo, do you have anything?
I've got nothing for that. That's
the only thing I got. Again, it's a long shot, but if we isolate the biofiltration network and take everything else offline, really to boost the power of the biofiltration network, maybe we can separate the lieutenant from whatever it is
Sounds like it'll work.
Do we have any other options? Cryo, you don't have anything?
I've got
Is that the only thing you think is surgical?
There's that option. Or we could try what I was going to with cryo earlier and use the extracellular centrifuge.
But then that means cryo might not be able to get onto the escape pod.
I can't do it anyway.
I can't do it for 2 people. It needs to be the centrifuge will only work 1 time.
Hold
The
on.
amount of power that I have left in it is just backup.
Hold on.
Do it with Lawrence.
What?
Save Lawrence.
Cryo, hold on. The centrifuge could work on you for the escape pod.
I can use I could use the biofiltration on Lawrence
Because
and the centrifuge on you. I mean, I don't know which one's going to work.
If either.
If either, for that matter.
Well, Lawrence isn't here, and
Your bridge. You decide.
I'm give him the separation.
The centrifuge.
Yeah. Can you program it remotely from where you are?
I'll need your help to again boost some of the power as
Yeah.
we're running low as it is. And there's no guarantee I can still do for the cryo after, but I'll try my best.
Okay, well, I think I can access the matter manipulator in the recovery room where medical is. Yeah, it's booting up now. That should allow you to transport it there.
I see that now. Cryo, do you have access to the multiphasic microfilament? Cryo?
I trying to reboot my systems at the moment. I've got nothing. I'm down.
Okay.
I can do it remotely from here. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. There. It's online as well.
I see it. Let me see. It's just destroying the cells that I have here on file.
What do you mean?
It's not working. The centrifuge is ripping apart the cells.
Lawrence's cells?
Lawrence's cells. It's
Well,
not
stop
separating
it. Turn
them.
it off.
I don't know if I can power it down in time.
Power it down right now. I'll work from here.
Edmund?
No.
Hold
on. Tight. Just wait. Lawrence! Turn it down.
It's off. It's off. What is his reading? Do you still have the life signs on him? I didn't kill him, did I?
No, you didn't kill him. He's...
What the fuck is going on?
I could see from here it didn't work. It didn't work. It utilized the DNA he had on file and destroyed that instead. We didn't target it specifically for the contaminated DNA that he has currently.
I could have killed him.
It wasn't your fault. I didn't think of it either.
I still can do the biofiltration.
Just get the hell out. Just get the hell out.
No.
The biofiltration. So you don't want to try even that?
What's going on?
There's built into the system. We have just in case something like this happens, we have a biofiltration network. The problem is, again, we need to take everything offline. I need bridge. I need you to take everything out of medical. We need to turn it offline to get as much power into it as we can. And that, I think, from the impulse radiation, cryos, your DNA should revert back to its natural state.
I'm shutting down my systems now. Shutting down.
Okay, boosting the levels here.
Yeah, let me see if I can tap in as well. This time I'm going to run a pre-diagnostic to make sure we don't miss anything.
I'm seeing an electron flux there. Can you stabilize it, Bridge?
Yeah, doing it now.
Okay. The tellurium levels are still a little low. Bring that up. I know it's crazy, but lower the levels of life stabilization in medical.
No. They're wavering. They're at fine. If I lower them more,
I think now's our chance. Are you sure you want to do this?
It's not my call anymore. It's cryo.
I can't even see him. I'm gonna go ahead with it.
Do it. Can't bring it low. But you got to watch him. If he goes any lower, he's not going to come back.
It seems to be working.
Is it?
As far as I can tell, his life signs are stabilizing.
No, it is. They're actually raising. His DNA is rerouted. That would work on the escape pod.
I think you should have access now.
No, that would work.
Yeah, it'll work.
Holy shit.
Let me turn off my systems. Communicate to Cryo and see if you can let him know.
Yeah, Cryo, this is Bridge. Come in. Bridge to Cryo. Cryo.
Tell me something good. I need
the DNA sequencer worked. It worked. I'm reading all your signs. They're going to work with the escape pod.
Oh my god. Surgical, you're a genius.
He sure is. But his camera's offline. I can't access it. I need remote terminal access. Cryo, you're back. I see you. Well, look, that's it. The hull's going to break. You guys need to get to your escape pods. I'm going to Cryo. I'm sorry. I know what you did wasn't your choice. So, you have any last words before you get off this ship? We're all ears, Cryo. Oh, sorry. I kept you muted.
Sorry.
There we go.
I wish I had words, sir. It's been an honor serving you. I'm truly sorry for where I failed. I'm sorry to the crew. It wasn't enough. I just want to thank you for the command that you've given, the leadership that you've shown. You will be remembered, sir. Thank you for the sacrifice of you and your crew.
It's a pleasure to serve with you, Ensign. Cocky little bastard. Bridge to surgical. I'm reading that the route to your escape pod is clear.
That means I have to run past the blood in the hall, right?
Yeah.
Bridge, you may have noticed I'm not as brave as I once was. There's a reason for that. You've been an ensign before, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you remember the good old days with Maurice. I'm not that man.
Well,
I'm just an ensign who really couldn't cut it. An ensign who was going to be nothing but a grunt foot soldier. That was until on a battle you keep referring to, I came across Maurice. He was dying. He'd been shot from behind. It was a stupid death. I mean, he was a great man, and he's shot from behind. Needless, really. But more than that, I saw it as an opportunity. I saw it as an opportunity to take what really should be mine. I should be an officer. I could have been an officer on my own, but no one saw it in me. But Maurice lying there, dying, and all I had to do was take a little bit of his DNA. That's it, just a little bit of his DNA. No one would know. His face I destroyed with my phaser so no one could recognize him. Replaced our comlink badges so that they thought it was me. Dylan Psychot. Then I had my DNA and my face surgically altered to look like Maurice Rochard, so I could come on a ship like this. And look where it got me. Let's face it. As soon as I go into that escape pod, they'll recognize that I'm not him. I don't think I need to use it. Perhaps it's best I just turn off the O2. After all, I don't even deserve to be an officer. Goodbye.
His vital signs are failing. Fuck. Lawrence, I know you're still there. I can see you at least. Lawrence, come on. Talk to me. Lawrence, I know you're there. Turn on your fucking camera.
Edmund.
Lawrence?
She's trying to control my mind, Edmund.
I know.
Trying to make me do things.
Lawrence, look, I tried. I really did. I tried to do everything I could. I made the best call I could to try to help you. And I know I failed you. And I know I failed you on the Pegasus. And I know I'm not... I know I made a lot of bad calls. And it's tough for me to admit that. And you've always given me the benefit of the doubt. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I failed you this time. Because you can't leave. I know you can't. I need to know it. I need to know if this one last time, if you can forgive me.
The Lord forgives no one. He cannot forgive any of us. He is massacring us, like Saint Bartholomew.
Yeah, I thought so.
Edmund, the monarch from his window leans. He listens to the night, and with a horrible and eager hope awaits the midnight bell. Oh, he has hell within him now. God, always art thou just, for innocence can never know such pangs as pierce successful guilt. Goodbye, Edmund.